If you stop to refuel your vehicle today, you may have felt the shock of your life. Fuel prices in India have shot through the roof, burning a hole in the common man's pocket. Prices of petrol are at 5 years high in the country and the highest since Prime Minister Modi's government took charge. Diesel prices also saw a spike across the country. Petrol prices have breached 80 rupee mark in India's financial capital, Mumbai, where it is retailing for 82 rupees 48 paisa per litre. In Bangalore, the revised price stood at a little under 76 rupees, 74.4 rupees is how much you would have to shell out for 1 litre of petrol in the country's national capital. The prices are highest after Mumbai, in Chennai, where the price stands at 77 rupees and 19 paisa. In the city of joy, petrol prices are bringing anything but joy, with people of Kolkata having to pay 77 rupees for 1 litre of petrol. What is worse is that the fuel prices could be hiked further in the near future. Experts believe that the prices could go up by 4 rupees per litre the coming week. One of the reasons for that is the lack of price hikes over the past 3 weeks ahead of the Karnataka election. Add to that the sharp increase in the global crude price, and there seems to be no respite in store for the common man. But why have fuel prices increased so much? The rupee is down 6% against the dollar so far this year, as many as 16. May 16, the rupee has hit 16-month low of 68.13, but the currency made some recovery since then. Global oil prices are also a concern. The cost of a barrel of crude oil is now inching towards $80, a level it has not seen since November 2014. The fuel price hike were hiked after Karnataka sealed the fate of the candidates in the recent election. This was after 9 days hiatus. Experts believe that state-owned oil companies are now under pressure to adjust their prices so that they can continue to earn the margins they were making before the election. The hike in fuel price will hurt the common man more in one way than other. Not only you will have to pay more to refuel your vehicle, but you will also have to pay for other utilities, as it will have a direct impact on the inflation rate. The current dispensation in India has come under severe criticism for charging high excise duty and additional taxes on fuel. They have raised excise duty 9 times between November 2014 and 16 to shore up finances as global oil price fell since petrol is not under uniform taxation system in India. Heavy duties levied by both centre and state also add to the people's woe. I am joined by my colleague Sumit Chaturvedi from Newsroom. Sumit, explain to our viewers why oil in India is so expensive.
Well, overall, the oil prices, Karthikeya, we know that overall the world environment is moving against the oil prices now. Remember, 2014, they were $140 to a barrel. Then everything starts happening that was in favor of oil market. But since then, oil prices were coming down. But from the last, we can say that April, they're up by 16% because of a couple of reasons. Iran sanctions are a big reason. Second, Saudi Arabia itself wants the oil prices to be hiked up to $100 to a barrel. Remember, Saudi Arabia leads the OPEC nations and the pack of OPEC nations, and there it's now using every trick under the trade so that the oil is hiked to $100 to a barrel. That's the biggest thing because of which the oil is inching up every day. Saudi Arabia is coming up with this Aramco IPO, largest IPO in the whole world also, and that's another reason why Saudi Arabia wants crude prices to be $100 to a barrel. So Gulf overall, we can say that politics, or we can say that politics is the reason, diplomacy is the reason behind this going up of prices. And India, as we all know, that has deregulated its fuel prices. So we all will have to pay whatever the oil prices are being charged throughout the world. If governments go ahead and they bring down the, we can say that excise duties on petrol or diesel, then we will have to pay lesser amount. But it doesn't look like they will be going ahead, government will be going ahead to bring down the excise duty. That's why the fuel prices are up, and that's why we are also paying high petrol and diesel prices.
But apart from that, is it also correct that in context of India, the prices are high because it is through the petrol that the government actually, creates subsidy cushion for all its schemes?
Well, absolutely. That's another reason why, petrol is big, one of the biggest revenue generator for the government. That's why it has not kept under GST also. Alcohol and fuel are the two biggest revenue generators for the government. That's why it has been kept out of the ambit of goods and services tax. Though demands have been made every now and then that petrol and diesel prices should be brought under the GST ambit, but it hasn't happened. None of the governments are state governments. In fact, many state governments are not on the side of bringing petrol and diesel under GST ambit. That's why it has not come. It is the biggest revenue generator, that it subsidizes many other, we can say that, schemes of government, many other projects of government. That's why we'll keep on paying high petrol diesel prices going forward. Also, brokerages firms have said the petrol and diesel prices will be up by ₹4 to a litre in the coming few days.